All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and today we have a new watch that's coming out from Seeking Watches. Now, it's not the first time I've had a Seeking on the channel. I had their SK-1 on the channel. It's been quite a while ago. I think Bob from Time to Go had given that one to me or sent that one to me to look at. Really, really nice watch. That watch was running the Sellita SW200. I think they only made 100 of that version, and those ones sold out very quickly. Very high quality watch, and it was just under $500 at $495. And what I thought was probably one of the best Omega options out there, as far as if you're into the Omega Seamaster and you really maybe don't have the fiscal bandwidth to pick up that watch. This is an excellent alternative, and they've made it even more affordable with this new version, the SK-2, putting a Seiko NH35 movement in it, bring the cost down or the price down to about $350 plus shipping. Now, this one hasn't come out yet, but that's their plan with this one. But this is an absolutely stunning watch. I want to thank Chris over at Marshall Time for letting me check this one out. He had this on loan from Seeking, and he let me check it out. I also want to thank Seeking for that. So showing you the packaging real quick. I think the first one was like this, comes in a travel case. You also have a spring bar tool up there at the top, which is a very nice option to have. Some extra links down there because I think this has been adjusted. And then, of course, a Seeking sticker. So go ahead and get this to the side and out of the way. And I really like this travel case. Very well made, nice texture to it. Seeking embossed there on it. And it's always nice to have this, especially if you travel with a couple watches, because you'll have one on the wrist, then you have an option to store the other one. So really nicely done. And like I said, you guys will notice right off the appearance of this watch, very close to the Omega Seamaster, but it has its own look to it, and I really like this watch. Another cool thing about these cases, if you haven't seen them, you just unbuckle it here to the side, and we'll go ahead and take this one off the pillow and check it out. Move this over to the side. Now, like I said, around $350, and when we go over the options, or not the options, but the details on this watch, you'll see why that is a really, really good deal. Now, first off, you'll notice how beautifully done this watch is. The polishing, the ceramic on the bezel insert, the crystal there, it all just kind of matches up into this just beautiful shine, and the watch definitely stands out. It also has those twisted lugs, as you guys can see, like you would see on the Omega Seamaster. If you're not familiar with that, you'll see as this lug comes down on the inside, it twists down towards the female lug end link on that. So that's why they call them twisted lugs. So let's talk about this watch size and everything like that. So you have a 42 millimeter case from side to side. Now, in the paperwork I received, they didn't mention the lug to lug. I'm thinking this one's going to come in around 48. So let's check that out. Oh, 47, so that's pretty nice. So you got a 42 millimeter case, 47 lug to lug, so it's going to wear very nice on the wrist. And like I mentioned, female end link is going to keep that nice and short. You got about 14 millimeters of thickness from the case back to the top of the domed sapphire crystal, 20 millimeter lug openings on this watch. So like I said, ceramic bezel insert, you have 120 click bezel on this watch, and everything locks in very nicely on this. This is a lume bezel insert, so be sure to stick around for the lume shot on this one. And get that lined up. As you guys can see, everything lines up there. Beautiful sword hands on this watch. As you can see, they are polished all the way around. Applied indices also on this watch are very nicely done. Date window over there at the 3 o'clock with the NH35 movement. 21,600 vibrations per hour, hacking hand windable, about 40 hours of power reserve with that movement. And it's a tried and true movement. The Seiko NH35 has been used in so many watches, and honestly, one of the more accurate movements of the watches that I have in my collection. So down there at the bottom, above 6 o'clock, you can see the automatic and the 200 meters. The automatic in red, nice contrast with the tip of that second hand sweeping there. Really nice. Naples, Florida is where these watches are made, so you'll see that down there on either side of the 6 o'clock position. And the very nice Seeking logo up there at 12 o'clock. Really like the way that's done. The polishing on the case is very nicely done. As you guys can see, as this chamfer comes up underneath the bezel, polished, pierced lugs, brushing along the side of the case done very nicely. Very nicely done bezel also. Look at that knurling. Super, super clean. Signed crown on the watch. You guys can see there the crown has that Seeking crown on it. And again, the pierced lugs are going to make those bracelet changes much easier. You have 20 millimeters at the case here, tapering down to 18 at the buckle assembly. Very nice screw link bracelet. Very nicely done here, polishing along the sides. The buckle assembly is very nice, very well done as far as machining goes, and you do have 6 micro adjustments, which is very nice to have that many micro adjustments on a watch like this. So taking a look at the case back here, you guys can see the Seeking, the automatic, all stainless steel, the SII NH35 movement, and this watch is 200 meters water resistant. So let's go ahead and pause the videos for a second, get this watch on my 7-inch wrist, and be sure to stick around for that loom shot. So here's the watch on my 7-inch wrist. I didn't adjust it. I probably have enough room with those micro adjusters, but honestly, the watch is so pretty. I didn't want to accidentally put a scratch or anything like that on the bracelet, but really nice look. This 42 millimeter case, just the overall look of the watch. It's so shiny and pretty. It definitely is flashy on the wrist, but good looking timepiece. Let's go ahead and dim the lights and check out the loom. All right, so here we go. Like I said, DGW9 being used. They don't mention how many layers are being used, but I don't really think that matters. I mean, usually on these watches, they've got them loomed up pretty good, and definitely this one looks good. So love the way that loom glows blue like that. So the Sea King, this is the SK2. This one will be available soon. I'll leave a link to their website down below in the description of the video so you can check them out and get on board if you guys are interested in having one of these in your collection. So, all right, guys, you like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.